Mr. Honeywell, all right. Goodbye. Oh, if he's such a big brain, why doesn't he find Weatherby himself?
Because the real brains run in the Albright family, especially on the female side. If I tell you where you can find Mr. Weatherby, will you take me along, no matter where it may be?
Why, yes, of course. Have you really got a line on him?
He's in Bagenbrook, Switzerland, playing in the chess tournament.
Switzerland, eh? Well, what do you know? Oh, I get it. Switzerland, of course. A perfect substitute for Lake Placid when you want to ski. Nice try, Margie, but a little too wild for home consumption.
I thought you'd have the customary reaction, dear parent, so let's save a lot of chit-chat and call the chess club yourself. It's Van Nord 24458. Just ask the man if Jay Weatherby is on the official entry list, and then start apologizing to your brilliant daughter.
Hello? Oh, this really is the International Chess Club? Well, have you or Weatherby entered in the tournament at Bagenbrook, Switzerland?
I don't wish to be rude, but we have an important match in progress here, and this is the second time it's been interrupted by queries about young Weatherby. He's defending his European title at Bagenbrook, Switzerland, and I trust we've settled the matter once and for all. Good day, sir. Sorry, gentlemen.
I wonder why everyone's looking for the Weatherby boy. That young lady who was here was certainly not a student of chess.
Well, it could hardly be romance. She wouldn't be wasting her time on a 10-year-old boy.
Perhaps it's his older brother, Jasper, that she's after. He controls the estate.
She distinctly mentioned the chess-playing Weatherby, and that's our job.
Oh, I get Jasper's signature on that contract. I'm going to see that you get a bonus.
Like, say, that new sports car I've been nagging you about?
Could be, could be. Now, you hurry up and get packed, and we're catching the first plane for Switzerland.
Oh.
Ole, ole-dee.
Ole, ole-dee.
Ja, Weatherby. He's defending champion. Now, if you excuse me, I'm in charge of the tournament. The porter will show you to your rooms.
Well, our man is here, all right. Looks like you can start shopping for that new sports car.
Oh, that's wonderful, Dad.
Oh, you earned it. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here.
Look, you take the bags up to the room and I'll go find Jasper. I'll have him all ready to sign by the time you get down. Mr. Grunchick, that is checkmate.
Attention! Achtung! Attention! The semi-final match has been won by Jay Weatherby of the United States.
Sonny, which one of the chess players is Mr. Weatherby?
I am, and don't call me Sonny.
Well, I'm sorry, but after all, you are just a little... Mr. Weatherby. Did you say for Mr. Weatherby?
Your auditory capacity is functioning perfectly, madam. I am Jay Weatherby. The J is for Jonathan.
No, don't say that. The J is for Jasper. It's got to be. He's the chess champ, isn't he?
That mountain climbing brother of mine, he hasn't the intellect to play chess.
You mean Jasper isn't the chess champ? He's a mountain climber?
He has dedicated his life to crawling over any mineral deposit more than 2,000 feet high and perpendicular to the Earth's surface. In short, Brother Jasper is a muscle-bound jerk.
And I've got a feeling I'm going to hate myself for asking. Is Jasper here with you?
He hasn't been here since he broke the local record for climbing Mount Bagenbrook.
Oh, I'm dead. I brought Dad all the way to Switzerland to meet the wrong Jay Weatherby. Past the wild rice, boys, there's a cold duck coming up.
Now, you're acting like a child. Here, blow. Come on, hard. There, that's better. Your problem interests me. I'm sure I can solve it, given a little time. Oh, be calm, girl. I'll take over. Simply regarded as a chess problem, of which this is the opening gambit.
But Dad's going to ask about Jasper.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
Hi, Margie. Did you locate Jasper?
Well, he'll tell you.
Oh, you're the tournament mascot, eh, Sonny?
Please take your grubby hands off my head. sufficiently mature to be addressed by my Christian name, which is Jonathan. I am Jasper Weatherby's brother.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know there were two Weatherbys.
Neither did I until I met Jonathan.
Well, suppose you introduce me to your big brother. Eh, Johnny boy?
Nothing could give me greater pleasure, Vernie boy. This way, please.
Say, this is a big tournament. Which one is your brother?
That one there.
That's Jasper Weatherby? I didn't know he wore a beard.
Long tournament. No time to shave.
Oh, I see. He doesn't seem to be playing anyone now. I think I'll go over and introduce myself.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Relax, girl. That's Crunchik, the Yugoslav champion. He knows only 2 words in English. Mate and checkmate.
Excuse me, Mr. Weatherby. My name is Albright. Oh, that's all right. Don't get up. Did you see that? I don't think he likes me.
Well, you do have a rather unfortunate personality, but I don't think that's the reason.
No? Well, then what is the reason? I mean, why wouldn't he speak to me?
Being a chess champion, he refuses to be disturbed during a tournament.
That's right, Dad. I ran into the same thing at the chess club back in New York.
You mean I'll have to wait until the tournament is over? Well, how long will that be?
Only 4 days. Good day, Mr. Rose.
Wait, Dad. Just because you're annoyed at Mr. Weatherby, you don't have to take it out on me. Can't we stop for a little breather?
Oh, I wish that chess fiend would take a breather from that blasted tournament. Imagine, can't even take time out to shave. Well, come on, you want to ski, so let's ski.
You would have to be the wholesome outdoor type. I've been following you across the snow like a St. Bernard.
You make it sound like a rescue, Jonathan. Is it? You've located Jasper.
No, but I know how to get him here. You remember I told you Jasper set the record for climbing Mount Bagenbrook, didn't I? Well, what would happen if somebody broke his record?
Jonathan, you are a genius. Uh-oh, hold the phone. Who can we get to break Jasper's record?
You just don't think creatively, do you? All we need is someone gullible enough to do what you tell him. In short, your father.
Dad! But he's terrified of heights. He practically blacks out every time he climbs a stepladder.
He doesn't have to climb all the way up. Just strap this altimeter to his wrist. When he gets as high as he can go, give it a juggle, and it will register the height of Bagenbrook Peak.
You mean this thing's been gimmicked? It works. 15,000 feet without leaving the ground.
Now, all you have to do is get Pop back down in less than 12 hours, which is Jasper's record.
Jonathan, how old are you?
Mentally, I'm ageless. Physically, I am almost 11. Why?
I'm going to wait for you till you're old enough to marry. We two could make beautiful mischief together.
I don't want to climb a mountain. You know how height makes me dizzy.
But, Dad, we're barely 500 feet up. Look at your altimeter.
485 feet. Is that all?
Well, shall we carry on?
Oh, Margie, I told you I didn't want to climb a mountain.
Oh, come on, Dad.
Margie, I told you. I'm afraid I'm going to black out.
Oh, you'll be all right, Dad. Just don't look down.
Albright has broken your brother's record by 6 hours. It is fantastic.
Yes, isn't it? I have a favor to ask of you, Herr Steiner.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I came on ahead to ask you not to mention to Mr. Albright that the former record holder was my brother. I want to keep Jasper's name out of it until he's had a chance to win the record back.
Of course, Herr Weatherby. I understand.
Oh, here comes Mr. Albright now.
I feel all right now. You can let me up.
Now, just rest and relax. After what you did today, you must need it.
Oh, but Margie, all I remember is you told me not to look down, and I looked down, and oh.
Albright, you have broken the old record by 6 hours.
What?
Why, Dad, I knew you'd performed a heroic climb, but I didn't realize you'd broken the record.
I did? But I thought I blacked out, didn't I?
You mean you don't remember leaving me and climbing on alone? Well, I tried to stop you, but you insisted on going on. You must have been delirious. You might have plunged thousands of feet to your death. Oh!
Permit me, sir. Yes, the altimeter registers the very peak. In fact, a few feet higher than the peak.
Dad?
Three cheers for the champion of Mount Wagenbrook.
Bravo!
As soon as you have recovered from your ordeal, we will have the usual celebration. Put him on the couch.
I don't want explanations, monsieur. I want a seat on the next plane. This is an emergency. I must get to Switzerland at once.
The people of Wagenbrook are proud of the great honor you have done us.
Oh, now that I look back on it, it wasn't such a tough climb. Guess I don't know my own strength. If I'd been fully conscious, I'd have made much better time.
What is it? Have you heard from Jasper?
Yes, he should be here tonight. There's a slight complication.
Arrive Wagenbrook tonight to challenge authenticity of Albright's record. Time of 6 hours impossible. Either Albright is mountain goat or complete fraud. Inform him that I demand a man-to-man match climb immediately. A match climb? Against Dad?
You can't blame me, Margie. You brought him down too soon. I told you less than 12 hours, but not 6 hours less.
We'll just have to tell your brother the truth. Throw ourselves on his mercy.
When it comes to climbing mountains, he hasn't any. If he finds out your father's a fraud, the whole business deal is ruined. Besides, I have a stake in this, too. Jasper does control my allowance money.
What can we do?
It's simple. If we broke your father's leg, then he couldn't climb against Jasper.
For heaven's sake, don't be ridiculous. Jonathan? Dad, are you all right?
Sorry, sir, just a prank.
Oh, that's all right, Jonathan. The Weatherbys can do no wrong. No harm done anyway.
Are you sure your leg isn't broken? Not even a little?
Oh, just a slight sprain. A good night's sleep will fix me up as good as new.
I will help you to your room and bring you some of my sleeping pills. You will sleep like a log.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Well, I did the best I could, Margie. He just doesn't break easily. Uh-oh. There's the monster of the mountains.
Oh, greetings, Jasper.
Oh, hello, Jonathan. You challenged this Albright fellow to a match climb, as I requested in my telegram?
Sorry, brother, but Mr. Albright has just been helped to his room with an injured leg. A fibia, I believe, or was it femur? Well, in any case, I doubt if he'll feel like climbing for a long time.
Well, he better feel like climbing by tomorrow morning, or I'll expose him as a cheat and a fraud.
Mr. Weatherby, I'm Margie Albright. I'm sure my father will be willing to abdicate his title. You see, all he wants is your signature on a contract, and...
Business will have to wait, Miss Albright, until your father has met my challenge. I'm known as a square competitor, and I expect him to be equally square with me.
Well, that's the way it is with a couple of squares, Margie.
That'll do, John. I must now get some sleep, so I'll be at my best for tomorrow's match. Miss Albright, inform your father that I will expect to see him ready at 8 o'clock sharp tomorrow morning. Good night, all.
You and your creative thinking. What now, mastermind?
Well, the problem is the same, therefore the solution must be the same. With a little variation, of course. The sleeping pill, Certainly. All we need is some plaster of Paris, a bucket of water.
Plaster of Paris? What for?
Will you use your imagination, girl? What does one use plaster of Paris for? Come on.
Good morning, Dad. How are you feeling?
Margie, what's that?
It's just a plain old plaster of Paris cast, Dad.
I know it's a cast, but what am I doing in it?
Oh, you poor thing. Of course you don't remember what happened. Those sleeping pills really knocked you out. Well, it seems you got up in the night, fell over a chair, and broke your already injured leg. I called a hotel doctor, and he put a cast on it, and there you are.
Why is it that everything happens to me when I'm unconscious? I climb mountains in record time, I break my leg.
Good morning, Miss Albright. Where is your father? It's after 8 o'clock, and I specifically requested that he be ready to climb by 8 sharp.
Well, I'm afraid my father isn't quite up to it, as you can see.
Well, I must say this looks suspicious, sir, to say the least.
Who the devil are you?
I am Jasper Weatherby.
You? Don't try to kid me. I know Jasper Weatherby personally. Margie, who is this pompous jerk who's trying to pass himself off as Jasper?
Jerk?
Dad, wait. This is Jasper Weatherby.
Jerk? Why, you... If you weren't bedridden, I'd thrash you soundly, sir.
Be calm, brother dear. It's just a little misunderstanding. I played a little joke on Mr. Albright.
Brother? Oh, then you are Jasper Weatherby. Oh, forgive me, sir. I apologize for what I said. I apologize for everything.
I'm not interested in your apologies, or Jonathan's jokes, or anything else except the match climb. I demand the opportunity to regain my record.
Your record? You mean it was your record that I broke?
I'm not so sure you actually broke it. It looks to me like you found a most convenient excuse to avoid a man-to-man climb. A very sneaky way to protect a fraudulent claim.
Now, just a minute.
Well, Dad wouldn't try to defraud you, of all people. Why, the only reason he came here is to get your signature on that contract.
There will be no contract signed until your father fights it out with me up the side of Mount Bagenbrook.
Oh, but Mr. Weatherby, the contract has to be in New York by Monday.
You should have thought of that when you so conveniently broke your leg. If it's actually broken, which I doubt. Good day, sir.
Mr. Weatherby, wait!
Oh, come on, Jasper. Try to be human just this once. You can do it if you force yourself.
Well, it is an amusing situation at that.
Then you'll sign the contract and take Dad off the hook?
I'll go up right now and tell him that the match climb has been postponed indefinitely.
Mr. Weatherby.
Dad, where's your cast?
I tore it off with my bare hands. After all, what is a little pain when a man's honesty has been questioned? Mr. Weatherby, we climb Mount Bagenbrook in 1/2 hour.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Albright. I have reconsidered and will sign your contract.
Thank you, Mr. Weatherby, but I insist. I want to leave no nagging suspicion in your mind regarding my integrity.
Now, Dad, don't get carried away. If he wants to call it off, let him call it off.
This is a matter of honor between Mr. Weatherby and myself. My conscience would never let me rest if I didn't give him a chance to regain his record.
But, Mr. Albright...
Please, sir, I appreciate your concern for my throbbing leg, but I'll just grit my teeth and carry on. And may the better man win.
Jasper, I take back what I said. He's a bigger square than you are.
Oh, what am I going to do now? When he finds out how I've tricked him, it'll be the biggest top blowing since Krakatoa.
Margie, I'd like to help you. Honestly, I would. But I don't know how. Jonathan, you're the brains of the family. Can't you think of something?
Have I ever been known to fail? You and Mr. Albright go ahead with the climb as scheduled. I'll take over at 1,000 feet, at which point Mr. Albright will black out again. Bless him.
How do you know he'll black out?
Will you use your imagination, girl?
No, Fräulein. Do not worry. Your father will be all right.
But it's getting dark. They've been gone all day.
Oh, here they come now.
Dad, are you all right?
Sure, I'm okay. How did we come out?
I'm afraid I got my record back, old man. But you certainly gave me a tough race, all the way to the top.
I did? Well, it looks like the better man won. Congratulations, my boy. You know, Margie, I blacked out again at 1,000 feet. Amazing.
I told you shouldn't look down, Dad.
Well, this time I didn't. It felt like something hit me over the head.
Dad, I want to thank you again for that beautiful new sports car. I'm the class of our crowd. My car is a genuine European model.
Well, you deserve it, baby. After all, you were responsible for locating Jasper. And incidentally, we're going back to Bagenbrook next year.
Going back? Well, that's wonderful. But why?
Well, just between us, I think that Jasper pulled a phony on me when I blacked out. I don't think that he broke my record at all.
You mean you're going back to take another crack at Mount Bagenbrook? Well, that's my little daddy.